What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another backyard backyard conversation. In today's video, I wanted to talk about this book that I read recently called The Miracle of Mindfulness. It's basically like a meditation manual. Um, I'm not going to try to pronounce the name of the author because I probably mispronounce it and get it wrong, but it's called The Miracle of Mindfulness, and it's a really, really great book. And at the end of the book, it actually goes through like some different breathing techniques and kind of meditation and mindfulness techniques that I think are pretty useful as well. But the book is full of, I guess, just different excerpts and stories, and just a great read. And I wanted to touch on some of the things from this book. And one of them was basically a concept to just wash the dishes. And that might sound futile or something that you don't enjoy doing or like a chore or whatever, but I'm going to break down and explain in the video why you can look at it a totally different way. And I think really the uh, the real point of the video is I think I've met a lot of people in my life, and you probably have too, and hit the comments if you have, that tell you that, oh, life is so short, like it just flashes by, like, it just goes by so quickly. And I don't really think that's true. I think that obviously we only have a certain amount of time, in this world, and to live and enjoy our lives. But if you actually sit there and are present and are really aware of everything, of the food that you eat, of the car that you drive, of the work that you do, of the pets that you have, the family that you have, the friends that you have, the activities that you enjoy doing, there's really so much time, and life can really, I think, be really long, and can be really enjoyable and feel really long and not be something that just gets like zapped up really quick. I think people that tend to be not present and not aware of what they're doing and how they're spending their time probably tend to feel that life just like zooms by, or maybe they're kind of too involved in work, or maybe they don't have the right kind of lifestyle or job that allows them to feel that way. But some people really do say that life just zooms by, and I really disagree. And I think that some of the things that I've been learning and some of the things that I've been reading have kind of been putting a lot of that perspective together for me. So really, in this video, the concept of washing the dishes, basically I'm going to read an excerpt, the first little excerpt in this book regarding this section, and then I'll kind of elaborate. So I guess I'll just start there. Neighbor dog started barking, so kind of interrupted me a little bit. Had to hit the reset button. But washing the dishes, to wash the dishes. 30 years ago, when I was still a novice, washing the dishes was hardly a pleasant task. During the season of retreat, when all the monks returned to the monastery, 2 novices had to do all the cooking and wash the dishes for sometimes well over 100 monks. There was no soap. We had only ashes, rice husks, and coconut husks, and that was all. Cleaning such a high stack of bowls was a chore, especially during the winter when the water was freezing cold. Then you had to heat up a big pot of water before you could do any scrubbing. Um, Obviously, that's just a tiny little piece of the book, and it goes on to elaborate more. But what I wanted to talk about was the fact that in this book and in this story, it talks about taking those moments to enjoy washing the dishes. Today obviously we've got much nicer sinks and kitchens and spaces to wash our dishes. Most of us have nice electronic dishwashers as well. But if you actually just take the time to really notice everything about yourself and your breathing and your life, and the soap suds and the sponge, and the fact that you were able to use those plates and those utensils to eat and consume your meals, and the food that you're cleaning off of it for your next meal, and cleaning up your space and cleaning up your sink and cleaning up your kitchen with all of the items that allow you to enjoy your food. And when you sit there and really just enjoy those individual moments, you don't have to feel like it's a unpleasant chore. You don't have to feel like you have to rush through it. You don't have to feel like it's some big negative thing. You can just sit there and wash the dishes, and really enjoy washing the dishes, just like you can choose to enjoy any other task in your life. And that's where, if you bring in mindfulness and some of the stuff that they talk about in this book, I think life can really feel really long and be really long, because I think nowadays we're so wrapped up on our phones with like social media, and even like watching this on YouTube, for example, that people kind of forget to just sit and be present. Sit and enjoy going for a walk, enjoy reading a book. I mean, there's so many different things in life that if you just take the time to sit there and focus on what you're actually doing and not be worried about what happened an hour ago or a week ago or a year ago or what's going to happen in the next hour or the next week or the next year, and just enjoy that moment, life is enjoyable and life can be happy. So I think that that's been a big lesson for me. Um, I'd love to hear some of your thoughts in the comments about this kind of topic, and from this book, I've continued to learn just some different meditation techniques and breathing techniques, and really have tried to focus myself a lot more in terms of just being present. My wife actually hates doing the dishes. She prefers to run the dishwasher, but after kind of getting into that zone, I've had a couple of instances where I've really stood there at the sink and have enjoyed looking out in my backyard, listening to the birds sing, opening the window, and just washing the dishes. Because really, I also think part of our life is like too automated and like too easy in some regards. Like, I don't think we need to run the dishwasher every single time. Like, humans for all of history have had to cook meals, obtain food, clean their dishes, etc. So I think to take the time to do that is just like a natural human thing. And then to take the time to do that and enjoy doing it just kind of, I think, elevates your experience. So I've learned a lot from this book. And again, I'd love to hear in the comments if anything similar, if you've read anything similar. That's similar to this. So this might be one of the shorter backyard talks so far on the channel, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you've made it to this point in the video, would super appreciate a like on the video and a subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But otherwise, we'll probably see you next week in the next backyard talk. Thank you guys.